in court. Look at him. He's like Paul Revere.
Mr. Tratelgate has been charged with 2 misdemeanor offenses, which we'll be trying today.
I must object. I am not the name that he is referring to. I am the living
soil. I am the living man. I am the breath of the earth, and I am not your corporate fiction.
First 2, ma'am, is held by the state in all capital letters and is identified by the state on the state's driver's license, ma'am. I am not the all capital fiction. I am the living man whose mark is that of life. It is called a signature, and the nature of that sigil, ma'am, is the living person. It is never in all capital letters.
In what universe does anyone hear that and it's like, you know what? I'm persuaded by his argument. Everything he just said makes total coherent sense.
Well, you should be.
And let's let him go.
Yeah.
You will allow Mr. Riley to continue
Ma'am,
with voir dire, and you will have
I must object, ma'am. Without proper evidence of oath and bond as required, and I am backed, ma'am, by 20 United States Supreme Court cases to this end. It should have been brought to my hand more than a month ago, and
I gotta say something, guys. If he walks out of this courtroom again at the end of this, and just nobody arrests him, and he just drives away in an SUV, I'm gonna leave my house tonight and try and find G-Time Johnny, and I'm just gonna live with him. So you may never hear from me again if he walks away from this.
All right.
That's awesome.
Hopefully he's found guilty then.
Of any competency of any of this. I have to speak for myself, ma'am. No one here is capable of doing it.
I have to speak for myself here, ma'am.
They can only speak, ma'am, to the legal. My interest is to forfend my person's living name.
Your Honor, this is an improper objection in violation of the motion to eliminate.
Is he representing himself?
I don't think he is. I think he's got...
Oh, no, he is.
I think I'm pretty sure he is.
Maybe he is.
I don't know.
The person who chooses to represent themselves has a fool for a client.
Yep.
Yep.
Mr. Cataldo, you are not to interrupt Mr. Riley again.
Ma'am?
Pissing the judge off.
Yep.
Who can tell the living man in a commercial event such as this,
Sir?
who has the right to tell the living man when he can speak and when he cannot speak, what sounds he can make and what sounds he cannot make?
I mean,
he is the living man.
Dude, he's the living man. You can't just tell the living man when to speak and when to not
You can just roll up there and be like, you can't speak.
Everyone knows that. Hey, man, remember earlier when I was saying that we needed a version of mansplain that we could use to get out of any situation? I think we just fucking found it, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm the living man. I can just cut in the line at Chipotle, just push people out of my way. Yeah. Living man coming through. Can't stand in the way of the living man.
I'm the breath of the earth.
Excuse me, I'm the living man.
Who are you?
I don't live in your corporate fiction, so I needed my burrito quickly. Thank you.
Who are you to tell the living man that he must stand in a queue to get his burrito? I am the living man. I have rights to forage for food when my belly is empty, and I need a Chipotle burrito right now, and I need to go to the head of the line. And I am the living word. I am the breath of this earth, and you do not tell me that I have to stand behind any other man because he is not the living man. I am the living man.
We found it, man.
Addressing British law, ma'am. He is a minister.
If that happened to me, I would let them go in front of me. That's just too amusing. It's like, all right.
You'd be scared they were insane.
Ma'am,
and
without
you'd be right.
oath and bond, contempt has already been established here. In the face of all these witnesses, ma'am, where is the evidence of oath and bond, ma'am? Look. The requirement is right here, ma'am. It is through all ranks of the court, ma'am. I have done due diligence and due process, ma'am. Eye to eye. I faced those who would come against me. I communicated properly. I backed up my work. I backed up the research. It's nice and neat. And I have total failure. I have total incompetency of the court because there is no evidence of Mr. Riley's office, nor of yours, ma'am, nor of this lady's here, nor even the fine police officers that are here today. I have nothing to work with now. Now I'm out here hanging over the abyss.
Here's an idea. If you want to win a court case, it's probably a good idea to abide by the procedure of the court.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
a
not,
little
I
man.
mean, not in this
you know,
case.
when you raise an objection, it's not usually so that you can soliloquize about your personal philosophy.
He
in
is
life.
the living man, TJ. He doesn't have to abide by these rules. Those rules apply to you. It would apply to me. It would apply to Paul, to Ben, not to him.
And you will be allowed.
We got to get on in this living man shit.
Dude, I am the living man.
Why, please give me an honorable answer. Is a British recognized esquire asking questions in an American courtroom? Why is title of nobility applied behind this gentleman's name that is recognized as being banned from our country in the 1789 Constitution? Is nobody going to stand for our Constitution?
What?
What?
I cannot, ma'am.
That's
In
no
honor of the
relevance.
Constitution of the United States, I cannot allow a man who carries British recognition for the purposes of British ministerial law to continue to persecute me.
He is Paul
I cannot,
Revere.
man.
He fucking hates the British.
At least like a strategy, it's like, lawyers can't really like attack me because, it's unconstitutional. So like no lawyer should be able to argue against me. It is like, at least from his position, like a good argument.
No.
I have to
No,
honor
I mean like
the
from his crazy bullshit the perspective is what I'm saying.
founders,
Okay.
ma'am. I honor the
Yeah,
memory
you're
of
stupid,
those
DJ.
who
You don't
fought and died
understand
that we could be free of this
Oh,
very
he's
type of
fucked.
thing.
Yeah, they're
He's being
They're
held in
coming for him
contempt.
I have reminded you.
they're
If
coming
I
for
stand
him
up, I
now.
give you recognition.
Please stand up.
All right.
Sit up.
No, pick me up. I cannot give you recognition. I'm constrained by the United States Constitution of 1789.
Oh, justice is served.
Sir,
Put this dunce in a cage,
horseman
please.
with
Freedom is being killed today.
I say they just put him in a zoo and people.
Freedom is being killed.
New
The living
exhibit,
man
The day
exhibit.
Yeah, new
that
exhibit, the living man.
freedom died.
Throw rotten peaches at the living man.
British
You guys are disgusting.
should be ashamed of yourself.
He has a right to forage.
This is an overthrow of the 1789 Constitution.
Yep, the Constitution's gone because of this
Overthrow of the
action.
Bill of Rights.
Goodbye, America.
Is an
Constitution
overthrow of the
over,
Constitution
bitches.
Fascist state
and
beginning.
above all, it is an overthrow of universal law.
Universal law has been violated too.
Would one of you remove my bowl?
How could you wait? How could anybody violate universal law? That doesn't even make sense.
We'll take care of that in a moment.
It's against the law to arrest him. It's just a universal law. You see the living man, you cannot arrest him.
The living man is fucked.
He represents the entire universe.
If we could get everyone on board with acknowledging living man rights, this could be a good scam for us.
Oh my god, dude.
My bag,
Can you
I
imagine
do
just
have-
like walking into a convenience store and taking a Pepsi and some corn nuts and they're like, "Hey, you've got to pay for that." And you're like, "No, I do not. I am the living man." And I am free to forage as I need to off of the land, and you have chosen to put your corporate fiction upon the land, and I walk into your corporate fiction assuming that it is not there, because it does not apply to me. I am the living man. It's amazing. Like, if we work this angle, guys, we're all millionaires tomorrow, you realize?
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Duly appointed court representative, ma'am. He has made his way through everything. He will speak as my voice.
All right. Bye. Not
Bye,
driving
living
away in
man.
an SUV this time, are you?
Yeah. Didn't quite have your hillbilly posse on hand this time to escort you out of the courtroom.
Wow, what a miscarriage of justice.
It's so totally unnecessary too. It's like there was no point in any of this happening. Like he probably could have just been like, I won't do it again or something, or like this is a misunderstanding.
What was he charged with originally?
It was
What was it like? Trespassing?
trespass or fishing without a license.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you could have just
This
been
was,
like.
he was charged with 2 misdemeanors here. He tried to build like some fucking Atticus Finch level case for himself.
Atticus Finch.
It's like a fucking minor matter.
He didn't recognize, like, he's acting like he's like prepared to fucking testify before the Supreme Court or some shit. He has he's got this huge binder full of papers that demonstrate his crazy fucking case, but he doesn't know a damn thing about courtroom procedure and just thinks that he's going to bring up some archaic laws that probably don't even apply
He's like a
anymore.
Google crazy nut, like legal expert. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't really understand the law, but he cobbles some shit together, like the 1789 Constitutional Convention, and like and then just misinterprets a bunch of fucking like medieval like English civil law or something.
According to the John Wyndham Act of 1831, I am allowed legally to. Yeah.
That flag hanging behind you is the Jolly Roger. It is a corporate piracy. And I am not subject to that flag. I am not subject to you. I am the living word.
Just so you know, Paul, the chat room loves your impressions of this guy.
It's
Oh,
all-
good. I
yeah,
love
awesome.
the living
It's
man.
great.